The Packs, Episode 1. Chapter 1. A Rude Awakening. Deep within a cave located in the Back Paws clan territory, a light gray wolf lay sleeping in the clearing. The cave was covered with thick moss dangling from its moist ceiling. The wolf's hair was thick with a curly puff at the top of his head between his ears. His eyes seemed to reflect years of stress and anxiety as a default. The wolf started quietly yelping in its sleep, as if its body tensed up like it were in the heat of battle. Sweat started falling down their forehead, and its facial muscles started to tense, as if he was bracing for impact. Then suddenly, as if he was called to action, the wolf jumped out of his sleep. Hyperventilating, the wolf tried to ground himself by looking down at the floor to his two front paws. He knew this feeling of panic all too well. He was used to how it made his stomach hurt and his eyes feel light. Before he could compose himself, a wolf's bark came from the entrance of the cave. "Hey, rise and shine, Aidyn. Today's a big day. We got a big delivery assigned to us. Leader says it's super important." Aidyn looked up to see an orangey-yellow wolf standing at the entrance of the cave, with her tail swinging back and forth like an excited puppy. She had distinctive markings around her eyes, a bright blonde smudge that would represent the markings of a raccoon lay across her face. Aidyn's guard dropped. He gave the wolf a tired and resentful look, as if her presence alone were about to ruin his day. Right," growled Aidyn under his breath. "I'm coming now. What, you can't handle a simple delivery by yourself?" Before she could respond, Aidyn interrupted again. Whatever, Amanda. Let's just get this shit done. I don't want to be dealing with others today." Amanda kept a smile as if Aidyn's words didn't affect her, as they both walked out of the cave and into the clearing of the main camp's hub. The two stepped into the sunlight of the camp. Aidyn's eyes strained in pain, raising his paw to cover his face. Looking around the camp, it was full of life, different kinds of dogs living together, turning hollowed-out caves into living quarters, talking to each other, exchanging stories, kisses, and showing affection. Aidyn and Amanda started walking down the main path. Suddenly, a loud laugh broke Aidyn's dissociation. Why does this pack allow such noisy mutts in? It's a wolf pack, not a hyena daycare, Aidyn angrily announced, turning towards the laugh's origins. It's a very hyper hyena talking to a rough collie. She must have said something funny, because the hyena was laughing until tears were running down their face. Once he noticed Aidyn's disapproving stare, he stopped quickly and looked down in embarrassment. The rough collie he was talking to noticed Harry's silence, turned around to face Aidyn with an angry, protective stare. Aidyn quickly turned away and looked at the ground. What's wrong with Evelyn?" Aidyn grumbled. "Well, maybe some dogs don't like being judged on their breed this early in the morning," Amanda barked with a sarcastic, playful attitude, as they both walked to a hole in a cave. It was the pack's beta den. She was giving out jobs to everyone, letting every wolf before them in the queue know what their duties for the day were. Every wolf in the line seemed happy to see her and receive their duties. There was a sense of respect in the air as Amanda and Aidyn came to the front of the queue. "Look, it's great to see you. What job do you have for us today?" barked Amanda with a big smile and a wagging tail. The pure white deputy was a well-groomed wolf who stood tall and proud. She also had heterochromia, meaning one eye was as blue as the ocean and the other as green as emerald. Before Book could respond, Aidyn pushed Amanda to the ground and started yelling in her face. "Look here, Missy, I already told our great leader that I'm done with delivery jobs. What could he possibly want now?" Book placed her paw over her face as if to facepalm, then looked at Aidyn in the eyes. "Aidyn, we need Amanda and yourself to keep moving those supplies. You know how hungry we all are. We make deals with other packs for food. You bring the food back, we don't die this winter. What do you want me to do about it?" The two wolves stared at each other before Aidyn barked. "Well then, Book, I want to speak to your manager." Chapter 2. Lodging a Complaint. The two wolves stood in front of the cave entrance. "Is this his den?" Aidyn barked. "Yup, this is the place. Aidyn, I would maybe rethink this. You don't want to upset our leader after everything he has done for you," said Amanda, looking down at the ground. "It's fine. I just want to have a little chat." Aidyn started walking into the cave. "Wait, Aidyn, look, I know you're not the best with words, but maybe just once, think about how you speak to him. I don't want to..." Amanda stopped after Aidyn turned to meet her gaze. "Amanda, don't worry. I'm just wanting to talk to him. What do you think I'm gonna do? Just walk on in there and beat him up?" The two wolves stopped and stared at their leader. Wait, that's not their leader. That's a beaver. It jumped up, throwing everything on the ground until it found a fake pair of wolf ears from a human Halloween store. "Oh, this can't be happening," thought the beaver. "Now they know. Me, the leader of the Backpaws, was a beaver this whole time. Oh, how would the others be able to handle this news? How will the pack ever recover?" But without saying a word, the two wolves were very unfazed by this, like they had seen it all before. "Yeah, hi, not a wolf. Look, I believe we've had this discussion before. I'm not signing up for any more delivery jobs, okay?" Aidyn said, while trying to hold back his bitterness. "Aidyn, it's about your old pack. The pack of Wild Eyes was attacked last night by those loud demons." Aidyn felt nothing as their leader's words went in one ear and out the other. "Wait, another one? That means there are only 6 packs left in this forest." "5, the leader corrected. "The clan of Waterpaws is also gone. Those demons wiped out packs at a time, with loud bangs and flashing lights. They never see it coming. That's why I need you. To go over to the Wild Eyes' old den with this only survivor to find out what happened. If we are successful, our pack's rankings will greatly go up. We could survive this winter. They will see us as heroes and not scavengers. I don't want that for my people anymore." The leader looked down in grief. "Wait, only survivor? Who do you mean?" Before Aidyn could finish, a big Doberman stood behind him with a face that told Aidyn that the lights were on, but no one was home. He stood there with a big smile and a wagging tail. "What? Really? He's the only one that survived?" Aidyn said, looking back at his leader. "Just do your job," barked Not a Wolf. Chapter 3. Adventure Time. The 3 dogs walked out of the forest of trees and into a wide open field. The sun was shining as birds flew around singing loudly to Aidyn's dismay. He was just about zoning out when the Doberman started to walk beside him. "It's great to see you again, Aidyn. You know, I was so worried when you left without saying anything. I always thought we were close. Why did you not say anything?" Aidyn looked at the ground. Rusty, look, But they could not get themselves to say what was on their mind. Amanda brought them to a riverside and stopped and turned to face them. It's a long journey, so we might as well set up camp here tonight. How does that sound? Aidyn and Rusty agreed, and an hour later they set up a small base to keep them safe in the open field. During the night, Rusty woke up needing to relieve himself, walked over to a bush to do his business. He heard a strange noise coming from below him. Looking down, it was a snake. It sprang up and bit Rusty in the paw. "Ah!" screamed Rusty, jumping in the air and waking the other two. Amanda ran over to see what happened. "Oh, my bitch, I just got bitten by a snake. It looked poisonous. What do I do?" Amanda, looking panicked, looked over to Aidyn. Get out of the way, let me see," Aidyn said as he pushed past Amanda. "What would you know about healing things?" asked Amanda with a sarcastic attitude. "I used to be the pack medic back in the Wild Eyes. Now let me see this paw," barked Aidyn. Amanda could sense embarrassment from Aidyn, like him being a medic was something to hide or be ashamed of. Seeing this side of Aidyn made Amanda think a lot about their relationship. She always stood by him, even if he gave her nothing in return. Aidyn sucked out the poison from Rusty's paws and spat it out onto the grass until all the venom was out of Rusty's system. "Oh, thank dog. I was worried I was a goner there. You know, this near-death experience had made me rethink how I see life. I want to do better, be better. I want to see the world, share my stories. I want to..." But before Rusty could finish, a large crocodile jumped out of the river behind him and ate him up in one bite, then swam back into the river, leaving only a big puddle of blood as Aidyn and Amanda watched in horror. "There goes the only survivor," Aidyn plainly barked. No, we can't come back empty-handed. He's probably fine," Amanda worryingly shouted as the cut-off head of Rusty washes up from the river. "Yep, he looks fine to me," joked Aidyn. Then the crocodile resurfaced. Amanda grabbed Aidyn and they both ran up a tree to safety. "Great, now we're stuck here," Aidyn barked. Amanda looked down. "Don't worry, he will lose interest eventually." Chapter 4. He did not lose interest eventually. 13 hours later, the two wolves are still stuck in the tree with the crocodile, having a nice nap at the bottom. "Wow, good job. I'm super glad that the crocodile lost interest. Now I die with you in this stinking tree," sarcastically spat Aidyn. Amanda looked down. "You know what, Aidyn? No, I'm not going to let you speak to me like that. I have been trying for so long since you arrived at the camp to be your friend, and all I get back is abuse. You treat me like I bother you just by being alive. But I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. It seems like everyone would be better off if I was dead. My mom, my dad, fucking everyone." Amanda started pushing the branch they were standing on, making it lean more and more down to the ground. Then suddenly, the branch flicked up and catapulted the two wolves into the sky. "Great, this is way better instead of being torn apart and eaten. We're going to fall off and hit the ground so violently we turn into little meat pieces," Aidyn said while flying upward. "Maybe not. It looks like we are going to land on the other side of the river," yelled Amanda as they both fell to the water with a big splash. It scared away the crocodile. When Aidyn got his head above water, it was the old Wild Eyes camp. "Come on, not too far now." Aidyn started to swim towards the shore. Chapter 5. Motherly Love. The two walked into camp, covered in the bodies of the pack members. Blood covered the grass and trees with piles of dead bodies on top of each other, oddly organized. As Amanda looked in a cave, Aidyn came across a dead female wolf. Her coat was a light gray, with puffy hair. Aidyn knew who this was. God damn it. I wanted to be the one who finally gave you what you deserve, Aidyn growled. Amanda walked to Aidyn's side. You okay? Did you know this person? Aidyn started to walk away as Amanda turned and said, was your mother, wasn't it? You told me a lot about her. Aidyn turned around quickly and stared Amanda in the eyes with rage. I don't know what you think this is, but we are not friends. Ever since I joined this pack, you have not left me alone. It's none of your fucking business, Amanda. I told you that stuff because I had no one else, not because you're special. Aidyn looked down and walked away as Amanda held back tears. But then they heard a noise coming from the pile of bodies. It sounded like crying. Amanda walked over very slowly to the bodies and looked back at Aidyn, who had noticed it too. With one paw, she slowly moved one of the bodies to find an alive but scared wolf, covered in blood, hiding for its life. End of episode 1.